So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That pass isn't the best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hakimi cuts it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Zaire Emery. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? Pacho, Matheus Cunha, and here's Mbappe, tries to play it through. Safonov gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. It's gone for a throw-in. Mendes is there, and he can get that clear. And he welcomes it in.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Rodrigo. That's rather hopeful.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played out wide. Hakimi attempts a clearance.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Zaire Emery. Kvaratskhelia is wide and looking to get onto this. The shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to break the deadlock. Courtois! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Want to throw in. Hakimi plays it in. Out of play for a goal kick. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Hernandez clears it away. Bellingham! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he can clear it away. Brahim Diaz. Mendes deals with that comfortably. Deftly away. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He'll try from distance! And that is high.
South Africa certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Threads one in, and he's a decent chance! Superb from Vinicius Junior! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Alaba gets over and intercepts.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And that has put paid to that. Kvaratskhelia.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. South Africa just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
South Africa are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Attention, changement.
So the action resumes.
South Africa can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Good save, he's read that very well. Corner number 2 then. Oh, good effort! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And the shots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Zaire Emery clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Smartly reclaimed. Vinicius Junior. He's gone for goal. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
South Africa have their 3rd corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Garcia, Mbappe, and now they can clear their lines. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Cleared without hesitation. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
South Africa couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
This is Dembele.
There they go, hunting again.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Le numéro 18, le numéro 21, le numéro 33, le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 41, le numéro 20, le numéro 8.
That was
le numéro
travelling.
17, le numéro 29. Changement en cours.
And there's Green grass ahead of him. Chance, surely! Valverde.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
South Africa are looking to go forward now. Now it's Valverde. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a decent clearance. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
He's having a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Nuno Mendes. Tchouaméni goes sliding in.
Paris Saint-Germain appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
South Africa have got it back and they'll have another go. Distributed tidily. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, nice touch. Esteval.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
They're back on the ball again. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Esteval has it in a wide position, and is taking no chances there. And back to the goalkeeper. Knocks it into space. Very much into the last knockings. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. He's having a pop! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Gavi. Lee Kang in, and it's Gavi. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Spread to the right. Oh, that's delightful. He is through here. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. That has ended up in no man's land. Showing great feet there. And that will be the final act. South Africa have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
South Africa pretty much coasted this, Peter. Should they have done more to kill it off? Absolutely. But at the same time, you can't say they were overly exerted either. So it's a good result and a clean sheet. A bonus.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
South Africa.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Kvaratskhelia is a player who can do some serious damage. He brings a lovely intensity to that left flank and thrives on getting into half spaces. I think his biggest strength is his footwork, his ability on the ball. He's just so skillful at going past defenders and getting good delivery into the box. This guy is really one to watch out for.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's off target.
Oh, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
And that is a little undercooked. And he's worked it through. Big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. Courtois claims comfortably. South Africa have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rodrigo. Cleared without hesitation. That has not gone well. Now he's off and running. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Alaba. Alaba.
Oh, really well played.
Good driving run. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Eder Militao plays it long. Oh, super ball! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played out to the left flank. Now it's Rodrigo. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Mbappe. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's well spotted. Zaire Emery. Can he latch on to this? Kvaratskhelia. Cross to the back post. Threads one in. Now, can they get him away? That's the keeper's ball. That's going wide left. Looking to play him in. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rodrigo. He's found a way through. Mbappe! Tacho getting this one clear.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Looking for options for movement. And that is well cleared.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It looks a good ball through. Oh, he's burst through. Keane! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's let fly! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Zaire Emery tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kvaratskhelia has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it. He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
And it's Messi. That's been cut out, well played. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Garcia. Vinicius Junior. That is good alertness. Zaire Emery. Spread to the right. Good ball, good take. Applies the finish! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And this is a great chance to take a lead. Messi! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
South Africa have reclaimed it. Alaba drives forward on the overlap. Delivery from Mbappe. Safonov claims it. Safe hands. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 16. Coming on to replace him.
To get things going again.
Number 15.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Good effort from distance. He's done very well to get to that.
Valverde clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chance! Zaire Emery clears without hesitation. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. That's a cute ball. Kvaratskhelia looking to receive it in space.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
It's played through for him. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And it's Valverde. That has been slung wide. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way, and the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Carvajal gets it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bellingham in acres of space out wide. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Zaire Emery. And that's gone loose. He's being urged, and the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Valverde has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Shot, surely! And that's a good finish. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
After 65 minutes is number 5, Bellingham. Bellingham. Bellingham.
South Africa are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And here's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Goes for a shot! Oh, what a mistake! And he's taking no chances there. He's having a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Valverde. He's gone for goal. That was quite a hit. And If you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that should get the job done. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Driving forward, floated through. Oh, he's having a go! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Substitution for South Africa.
Number
So we have movement on both
Vinicius
benches.
Junior. Number 10, Mbappe. Number 4, David Alaba.
And it's Gavi.
Number
Now it's
22,
Dembele. Now it's Zaire Emery.
Coming on
Shifted
the
it to the
field.
flank. Marcola. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Number 9,
And he's there to clear it.
Number
Paris Saint-Germain
20,
really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution.
It's a searching pass. No way through there. He's got away. Chance for a shot! It goes to show he is human after all. South Africa close now to seeing this one through to the end. And the shot's on here. Gets his head on it! Oh, and he's following up! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
South Africa have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's having a hit! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And a terrific save from the keeper.
All you
Really
guys need to do is to
anticipated that
consider
well, didn't
playing Bellingham with winger. Because look what he's doing
Coming up.
when he plays as a winger.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
So if he's team yakho nje, do the right thing.
Tries to play it
Put him
through.
as a winger.
Good ball over the top. That's that, the end.
Clean. Clean.
South Africa can probably lay claim to the title
Yeah,
of
boom.
having been the better side here. Certainly more
We're going to
results
play
driven as
another
they
one
went
now.
about their business in an efficient manner. Bellingham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please keep your eyes
Team
on
name,
your
team
children
name.
Any reflections on
All I
what
need
you've
to do
seen,
is to
Jim?
go and get
I think we
Davis
just saw a
from
team
Bayern
winning
because I
by
traded
playing to their strength.
Alex. Alex with Bayern. I know he didn't go. Yes, Alex went to Bayern. So I need to go to Bayern and get him. Oh, no, Davis. No, Bayern. Then I know I've got a proper right back. But Caval is doing the job. So I'm all good. Just need to boost Gamba with 3,000. Then from there. Zaka. Okay, I'm gonna switch off then here. I'll send it till and I.
You're an illegal. We can't risk your son being deported before the 52-week trial period is over. Now, if you'll excuse me. Substituted stem cell medicine. Yes, what's your name?
So I'm done here. Bye now.